What up, guys? It's GhostWulf from GhostWulf Underground, and I'm here with
Kyle from Fallujah. How's it going?
So, real quick, gonna ask you a little bit different questions than I asked everybody tonight.
Sure.
So, me personally, I'm newer to the scene. It's only been about a year and a half that I've been moving about. I've had a lot of good people look out for me. Michael Dunn from Who They Fear, Eric from Traverse the Abyss, Michael Hayes from Fight From Within, Tyler Small from Saving Vice, and all of that. So I wanted to ask you, somebody who's on the upper level of bands, who are 3 or 4 people who looked out for you when you first got into the game?
Oh, shit. Great question. Yeah, I'll shout out a couple people. Okay, one guy I got to shout out, because I was just talking to a friend about this guy recently. He passed away a while back, probably 5 or 10 years ago, something like that. There was a guy named Brian Shields in the Bay Area that was like, he didn't play music himself, wasn't in a band, but he was like the #1 fucking supporter of Bay Area metal. Anybody in the Bay Area playing a metal band probably knows Brian Shields. He was like the first guy to ever buy my music when I was like starting my metal solo project. Shout outs to Brian, rest in peace. Couple more, let's see. I'll shout out Paul Masvidal from Cynic. He's one of my favorite guys from my favorite bands. He's like supported us before and shit too. Love him. And one more, let's see. Too many to name, man.
Felt that.
Yeah.
Felt that.
Yeah, we'll start with that.
All right, so that's awesome to hear, and I just wanted to hear like from somebody who's, I wouldn't say you guys quite made it, but from somebody who's like upper echelon, you know, the people that inspire them, because there's a lot of people that have inspired me to do better and to take this to the next level. And people keep telling me, well, you're at a point where you're either a fan or it's a career, and I'm like, I don't know. I don't know. Let me just do me, man. I'm in it for the love of it.
They definitely blur together, man. Like, I can only call this my career for the last year or so. You know, I was like working a day job up until recently. And I'm still a fan of all the bands that I love. So it's like, you can totally be both.
Word.
It's one of those things where just, you stick with whatever you're doing long enough and make the right connections, and, you know, things just kind of keep moving forward until you look back and you're like, oh, I've done a bunch of stuff now. That's cool.
All right. So I myself am also at a point where I'm taking a couple of like underground people and trying to put them with the right people, like
Sure.
kind of like, you know, redirecting and putting them with the right people so they succeed. So if I had to ask you, what would 3 people or bands that you have kind of mentored be?
That I've mentored?
Mentored, took under your wing, you know.
Oh, shit.
Trying to ask interesting questions.
Yeah, that's a hard one.
Doesn't have to be top 3, just 3.
Yeah, I mean, I guess for me, it's like, maybe, I don't feel like there's any bands that I've like mentored, but I mean, coming up and again, like back to like the Bay Area, California metal scene, like, I didn't mentor them at all, but it's like a lot of bands that, local bands there that I love, fucking like grew up loving and like deserve all the support and everything. I can just shout out, not bands that I mentored, but just like friends bands that, you know, fucking love and have helped each other and stuff that, love to shout out. Cyborg Octopus is one. If we're, you know, shouting out bands that, deserve more recognition and everything, love those guys. I'll shout out Imbrium. That's another cool Bay Area band that did some stuff with recently, did like a little collab song. Keep getting stuck on 2. Let's see. All right, one more band I'll shout out. They're not active right now, but Raiju, shout out to them. Just got to shout out all the Bay Area metal homies.
Word. Yeah. Okay, so let me ask you, because like, okay, we know hip-hop, East Coast and West Coast were a big divide.
Sure.
How are the metal scenes on both coasts now that you played both?
I don't really know the East Coast nearly as well. Like I'm from California, live in Nashville now, and I'm much more familiar with like the West Coast kind of scene. I mean, the East Coast shows are always awesome. You know, it's like we always love coming through here, but I feel like I don't know it enough to speak on it. You know, I'm biased towards West Coast, right? It's like that's where all my friends are and everything.
Fair enough.
But the East Coast shows are awesome. Tonight was great. And yeah, we'll keep coming through for sure.
Word. So last thing I'm going to ask you, what did it feel like the first time you got on stage behind a mic?
Oh, that's a good question. To me, there were kind of there's two separate times that come to mind. Because, like, I joined Fallujah about 4 years ago. And when I joined Fallujah, that was my first time touring, and it was my first time being, like, only the vocalist. Like, I play guitar, too, and now I'm used to doing vocals, but when I joined Fallujah, I was way more used to playing guitar on stage, and I do guitar and vocals and stuff. So, like, when I started playing way back in the day, it was like, you're kind of doing two things at once. Like, I'm not that fixated on the vocals, and guitar is more stressful to me. So I'm like more focusing on that. I'm like, okay, I guess I'm singing too, doing guitar, like it's nerve wracking, but exciting, fun at the same time. When I joined Fallujah, that was my first time, like, just holding the mic, right? Like, no guitar. Like, you'd think it would just be easier because you're just doing one thing instead of two things. But at the same time, there's like no guitar to hide behind. And I'm like, what do I do now? It's like weird, like being the front man, So I remember that took some getting used to, like more than I would expect, But I think you just kind of get used to it. You get comfortable on stage after however many shows, and yeah, it was cool and exciting, but also awkward figuring out literally just like what to do with your hands, things like that. Stuff that should be easy.
Right.
Yeah, it's I would say it's nerve wracking, but also fun and exciting. And I think especially vocals are something that really benefit from just like being as comfortable and confident as possible. It's like people kind of pick up on that. If you're not like pretending to be confident, if you are actually making yourself confident and comfortable on stage, I think it does a lot for the show. So yeah, to anybody that's like trying to do that, trying to do vocals, whatever, know that you can totally do it. It's not that hard. It's just really stressful and nerve-wracking when you're starting out. But stick with it. Like, you'll get more comfortable and everything becomes way easier.
So myself, I actually found a local open mic in my area at Uni Vapors 570 that the community around that open mic is like a family. Mm-hmm. And that's really helped me get outside of my comfort zone.
Sure, yeah.
My friends literally said, oh, it's okay if you go on stage and you fuck up. Nobody gives a fuck.
Yeah.
And so, like, that type of vibe has really been helping me to the point where now I'm up there with the mic in my hand, I'm moving around. I'm going like, the whole 9 yards.
Yeah.
But so I also recommend doing something like that for anybody trying to get more comfortable with stage presence or anything like that.
And it's true. Like, you can't worry that much about messing up. It's like it happens sometimes, and the more you can just roll with it and keep going, the better.
All right. I'm going to wrap this interview up. It was an absolute pleasure meeting you
too,
and talking to you.
Fuck yeah. Thanks for coming out tonight and doing this.
This is GhostWulf from GhostWulf Underground, and this is
Kyle from Fallujah.
Have an awesome night, folks.